So Ron DeSantis has finally dropped out of the election. And, I wasn't sure who it was going to be. Ron, Nikki. Trump has nicknames for them now. Trump is going after them now. Trump is violating them now. Ron DeSantis has finally dropped out and is now endorsing Trump. Came full circle. Let's see what he has to say.
Greetings from Florida. The warmth of being home is a reminder why I've chosen public service. From joining the United States Navy and serving in Iraq, to representing the people in the U.S. Congress, and now serving as governor of Florida. And it reminds me why I decided to run for president, to fight for those who've been forgotten in this country. This is America's time for choosing. We can choose to allow a border invasion, or we can choose to stop it. We can choose reckless borrowing and spending, or we can choose to limit government and lower inflation. We can choose political indoctrination, or we can choose classical education. These choices are symptoms of the underlying struggle to ensure that constitutional government can endure and that Western civilization can survive. And we launched this campaign to bring accountability to government, regain sovereignty at our border, and restore sanity to our society. We cannot succeed as a country if we allow our nation to be invaded, our currency to be debased, our cities to crumble, and our kids to be indoctrinated. The DC elites who facilitated this mess do not care about you, and they do not work for you. They work for themselves. They seek to accumulate power at your expense to pursue an agenda that is harmful to the American people.
Bro, get to the point.
Promises, and I will not stop now. It's clear to me that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance. They watch his presidency get stymied by relentless resistance, and they see Democrats using lawfare this day to attack him. Well, I've had disagreements with Donald Trump, such as on the coronavirus pandemic and his elevation of Anthony Fauci. Trump is superior to the current incumbent, Joe Biden. That is clear. I signed a pledge to support the Republican nominee, and I will honor that pledge. He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents. The days of putting Americans last, of kowtowing to large corporations, of caving to woke ideology are over. I thank all of our passionate supporters who've stood by us through it all. Then we had people volunteer to come to Iowa in the middle of a blizzard to knock on doors and make phone calls, touched us dearly.
Anyways, it's funny seeing this from Ron. It's funny seeing this from Ronald because, Ronald, you deserve this. I'm not even a Trump supporter anymore. I used to be. I'm no longer a Trump supporter, but Ronald DeSantis, you deserve this because Trump created you. You are a monster of Donald Trump's creation. And Trump created you assuming you would be loyal to him. Now, I understand that we take an oath to the Constitution and we're loyal to the nation and the Constitution first. Completely. I understand that. But as it pertains to the Republican Party, Ron DeSantis, you betrayed Trump. And I'm not even a Trump supporter. But it's clear as day. It is absolutely clear as day. Now, why did you betray Trump? Why did you do that? Because that's exactly why you're in this position. Had you waited until 2028, you would probably be able to secure a victory. But you couldn't wait. You saw the vultures flying around Donald Trump, frankly, as they should, between hoarding federal documents and refusing to turn them in, trying to commit fraud to steal the election. I mean, Donald Trump deserves everything he has coming to him. But Lord have mercy, is DeSantis a traitor? So let's look into what DeSantis did, because all of this is funny to me. Republican infighting is funny to me. Former President Donald Trump is intensifying his attacks on Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, calling him disloyal and saying that his political career would have been over had he not endorsed his ultimately successful 2018 campaign. Trump says he was as dead as a dog and he was a dead politician. He would have been working perhaps for a law firm or doing something else. Trump said he was as dead as a dog, he was a dead politician. He would have been working perhaps for a law firm or doing something else, Trump told a small group of reporters aboard his plane on Monday afternoon en route to Iowa, where he was to make an appearance that evening. Asked if he regretted endorsing DeSantis for governor in 2018, Trump responded, "Yeah, maybe. This guy was dead. He was as dead as a doornail. I might say that." Trump spent nearly 10 minutes going after DeSantis, who was widely viewed as his most formidable challenger for the Republican nomination. The Florida governor, who is expected to launch his campaign following the end of the state's legislative session in May, has been embarking on a swing of early primary states to promote his newly released memoir, including Iowa, where he appeared on Friday. Trump contended that DeSantis pleaded with him for an endorsement during his first run for governor, when polls showed him trailing his primary challenger, then Florida Agricultural Commissioner Adam Putnam. I said, "You're so dead right now, you're not going. No endorsement is going to save you. George Washington can't save you." He said, "I'm telling you, if you endorse me, I might have a chance," Trump said. So DeSantis said, "If you endorse me, please endorse me, I'll have a chance." And this man goes on to betray Trump. Lord have mercy. Trump said he eventually decided to support DeSantis because he defended him while he was facing a Democratic-led impeachment into allegations that he pressured Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky into investigating Joe Biden's family. In fact, DeSantis got on Trump's radar by defending him from special counsel Robert Mueller's probe into Russia's attempts to influence the 2016 election. DeSantis went on to win the primary while heavily promoting his support from Trump. He then prevailed in the general election over Democrat Andrew Gillum. Trump said that ahead of the general election, DeSantis had harbored doubts that he would win. Trump said that he was later dismayed when DeSantis, at that point serving as governor, declined to answer questions about whether he would challenge Trump for the Republican Party's presidential nomination. DeSantis is a snake of the highest order. Trump said he last spoke with DeSantis several months ago. His remarks signal that he is intensely focused on DeSantis, who he conceded was probably his most serious challenger. Behind the scenes, the former president's team has been conducting polling research in order to gauge the governor's weaknesses. There was one attack Trump refused to make, however, calling DeSantis Meatball Ron. It had been reported that Trump was workshopping the nickname, but he dismissed the idea, calling the moniker too crude. During another gaggle with reporters on the flight back to West Palm Beach in the late evening, Trump doubled down on his remarks about DeSantis. The former president called the governor a flip-flopper, ridiculed his debate skills, and likened him to establishment-aligned Republicans like Utah Senator Mitt Romney and former House Speaker Paul Ryan. Remember this, if it weren't for me, Ron DeSanctimonious would right now be working at a law firm or maybe Pizza Hut. I don't know. Okay, so look, a lot of people are going to sit there and say, Rashad, you're supposed to be loyal to the Constitution first, and that is true. But within the confines of your political party, could you have some level of loyalty to the man that gave you your governorship? The audacity of Ron DeSantis. I make your career. You ask me for your endorsement. I help you win the primary. You couldn't even win the primary. I help you win the primary. Then you win the general election for the governorship against Andrew Gillum. And then you have the audacity to run against me for president when you see every single force in this country trying to destroy me legally. I'm a Democrat. I support Joe Biden. I want Joe Biden to win. I want this Trump shit to end. But DeSantis is a traitor. How do you betray Donald Trump when he gave you your whole career? And then you go run for president when this nigga fighting every legal battle in existence, bro? Ron DeSantis is a different type nigga, bro. You weren't happy with being governor? You wanted to be president that bad, that soon? Chill. You haven't even finished up your... bruh, what's wrong with this man, Ronald, bruh? Ronald, is it that serious? Is it truly that serious? Ron DeSantis, all you had to do was wait till 2028. You're going to be fine. You don't need to be president this soon. And honestly, losing now only hurts your chances of winning later. You betrayed the nigga that gave you your career. You lost. But Ron DeSantis is a character. This is a guy who is uncharismatic, unfunny, basically Trump 2.0. There's nothing unique about him. He does all of this when he talks like Trump. He does all of this when he talks like Trump. He does all of Trump's mannerisms. He speaks like Trump. He uses Trump's verbiage and language. He is a carbon copy in every way of another man. Why would Republican voters pick you when the real Trump is literally still alive? Knock on wood. But the real Trump is still on earth. Why would they pick you? The real Trump is not in jail. Why would they pick you? Ron DeSantis is literally just Trump light. I mean, I know Trump is probably sick right now. I would regret giving this man the platform that he's gotten. I would regret it 100% because it's like, look at you. I gave you the governorship of an entire state, one of the most prosperous states in the country. It's not like I helped you win Montana. Shout out to Montanans. No disrespect. I love y'all. Your state is beautiful, but Florida is economically superior to Montana. I give you the governorship of a city that has cities of a state, excuse me. Whew. Yo, that geography got me fucked up. Yeah. All right, go on ahead and take me back to high school. Just go on ahead. Just take, go on ahead. You can arrest me and take me back to high school, bro. My bad, bro. This man gives you the governorship of a state with cities like West Palm, Miami, Orlando, and you do the Tallahassee, and this is what you Tampa, and this is what you do. Bruh. I try to limit statements of expectations of loyalty to a singular person in politics because I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. But yo, as it pertains to running for president, Ron DeSantis, you are a double crosser, bro. Like I was waiting for DeSantis to lose. Real shit. I was waiting for him to crash out because I'm like, bruh, this man Trump gave you your whole everything, and this is what you do. I'm not even a Trump supporter. I've left my Trump supporting days behind. I'm no longer even a Republican. I am a Democrat. I support Joe Biden. I support classic Democrats like Biden, Obama, people of that kind of ilk. I can still see, though, and understand why not only do voters not want DeSantis, but why DeSantis is just a double crosser, bro. Ron DeSantis, bro, you need to figure out how to bring something else to the table, bro. You know, trying to be Trump 2.0 is probably the reason why he fucking had to pull out. Nikki Haley is at least an establishment politician. At least we can look at Nikki Haley and say, whoo, if we elect you, we'll go back to normal. Finally, we'll be done with this Trump scourge. We'll be back to normal. We'll be back. I mean, we're already back to normal with Biden, but whoo, if we have Biden and Nikki Haley one after the next, oh my God, we'd be back to normal as a country. Politics would finally be stable. The insanity in this nation would probably come to a significant decrease. Bro, you could only think of good things if Nikki Haley were to beat Trump and maybe even be president. I don't really fear a Nikki Haley presidency, although she did say America was never a racist country. So Nikki Haley, you and me need to go back to high school and goddamn be in the same class, because I'm over here calling Florida a city and you over there saying America was never a racist country. I think we both need to go back to school. But outside of that, like, I could see why he couldn't last long. You're just basically Trump. You're like control. You're like Control C. You're literally copy and paste. Why would anybody want you to be president when they can already get the real Trump? Man, Ronald. Originality is is invaluable. Truly. Originality is truly invaluable. And I think that Ron DeSantis has lost sight of the invaluable nature of being yourself. He put himself in a bad position. He grabbed for way too much too soon, and now, you know, he's in the position he's in. So Ron DeSantis drops out. Nikki Haley is still in the game. I'm praying to God that Trump can be defeated by Joe Biden. And yeah. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about DeSantis pulling out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.